How's everyone doing?
Coach, when we spoke here this morning, some of the objectives that were laid out for this opponent were play a physical game, take ice, get inside people. How many boxes were checked for you and what you wanted to do coming in?
I thought a lot. I mean, obviously if we're going to have success, we've got to combine that element to our game, as long as with playing fast. And I thought we did a good job of that. I thought we really did a good job recovering from a poor start, obviously. Gave up a goal that quickly, but I thought really after the first 4 or 5 minutes of the first period, I thought we got our legs under us and really established the tempo that we needed. And you can't underestimate what Smith and Haley do for us, too. I mean, we're not an overly big team, but, those guys mean an awful lot to us, and we had everybody pulling in the right direction tonight.
Seems to be a topic more nights than not, but safe to say you don't tire of giving your opinion on the special kind of season that Panarin is putting together in the special night. You just had.
Yeah, I mean, just every now and then he one-ups himself, and he did that again tonight. I mean, right when you think you've seen it all, he just does so many great things out there for us. And we talked about it when we signed him over the summer. Everybody stands a little bit taller, and they put their chest out a little further, and they have a little bit more swagger, but I think he's given us a lot more than that's for sure.
And not that he did it alone. I mean, his line mate Fast. Can you talk about the game he put together?
He's a guy that can play in a lot of different situations, and he's really settled that line down with Strome and Panarin. He gives him a lot of stability, and he can contribute from an offensive perspective because he's a guy that will go inside and create some space for those two guys and do a lot of the dirty work. And he just means so much to us because he gives us something that we don't have a lot of.
I know you don't like to put more importance on a regular season game than others, but given the fact that this is a team that you're chasing and there's 6 available points up in a week, how important was it to get this first one?
It's huge. As we've touched on, we're getting deeper into the season, and if we want to achieve our goal, we can't let many nights slip through our fingers. And that doesn't mean you're going to win every night, but you want to give yourself a chance to win every night. And, lately we've been doing a better job of that. And this tonight was a huge test for us. And, like I said, from St. Louis to the Islanders, you're talking about teams that really can play defense and take away time and space on you and make it hard on you. And I thought we really did a better job, obviously, than we did in St. Louis.
How does the team's entire mindset change when Adam Fox scores that goal, knowing what you were just saying about the defense that the Islanders play, the structure, and if it's a 1-goal game against them, could be completely different. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I thought again after the first 5 minutes of the first period, I thought we were really doing a good job of spending time in the offensive zone and establishing a forecheck and getting some puck movement and getting a lot of movement in the offensive zone, but. It's 2-1. I mean, you want to up the ante there, and it certainly gives you a little bit of breathing room. But then they made a great push. I mean, that last 5 minutes of the second, they really pushed, and I thought that we withstood a barrage a little bit, and really, I was just really proud of our third period. I thought we really, and not just the goals. I thought the way we approached the third period was a mature approach by us, and it's a good sign.
You mentioned the 2 fights with Haley and Smith. I'm curious, one, is that something that they take upon themselves to try to spark the team? Because it really did seem like the team played better after that. And secondly, first one, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, those are 2 guys that play with an edge, and, Haley obviously more so than Smitty in that department, but, since the time I've been here for a year and a half, Smitty certainly hasn't been afraid to do those types of things. And, again, we don't, for us, again, I think it had an effect.
I mean, is that something that's unspoken? They just take it upon themselves to do it?
Yeah, I mean, these guys have been around. Both these guys have been around for a long time, so they understand how this game operates.
And did you think it was mostly that gave the team a chance to kind of catch its breath there when they were reeling a little bit?
Yeah, we were a little bit dead starting the game. You get a little bit shell-shocked when you give up a goal 18 seconds into the game, and I think we were a little bit stunned, and that might have ignited us a little bit.
And then just Georgie, your impressions of him? He gives up the early goal, and then he seemed to bounce back well.
Yeah, he made some key saves to, when we needed it.
He's had a good history against the Islanders. Is it tempting to ride him again in the next game?
It is tempting, yes.
I'm sure you don't want to tell me today.
I do not want to tell you today.
Just what do you make of what happened at the end of the third period there, and what do you think with the fights and And then how do you think that changes the complexion of Thursday?
Well, listen, anytime you play 3 games in a week, it's gonna be emotions that carry over. But that being said, we got to play hockey. I mean, that's, when a game that gets out of hand a little bit on the scoreboard, those types of things can happen. But listen, it's there are 2 teams out there fighting for valuable points, and we're 2 competitive teams, and we've got an awful lot of respect for those guys.